This tutorial will show you how to make changes to your ratings. PDspect gives you the ability to edit the ratings to customize them however you want. You can add in new ratings, delete out ratings, rename the ratings, as well as modify the properties associated with each rating. There are two areas where you are able to make changes to your ratings. The first place is within PDspect Inspector by going to Edit, Ratings, and then the second place is within Designer by going to Edit, then Library, then Ratings. Let's take a look at how to edit the ratings in Designer. So we'll go to Edit, then Library, then Ratings. The first screen that appears is the screen from where we select which rating set we want to edit. Here you have the options to create a new rating set by clicking on Add New, edit an existing rating set by clicking on Edit, and deleting an existing set by clicking Delete. Let's take a look at the auto-detailed rating set and make a few changes. You do this by clicking on Auto Detailed and then clicking on Edit. We are now looking at the Edit Rating Set screen. Let's take a look at the different items on the screen. In the top right corner, you have the Rating Set Disclaimer. Whenever you have the full rating set definitions print, this will show up at the top. By default, this disclaimer will show up at the top of the definitions section on your printed report. On the left, we have a list of the different ratings that we're currently using. By default, we have very good, good, fair, poor, very poor, and not applicable. Each rating has its own properties to the right of it. These properties include the rating name, the abbreviation, the color, and the explanation. The rating color is the color that any notes on the line marked with that rating will appear. A common example of when this is used is setting it up so that anything that's marked very poor, you can change that so it shows up in red. The explanation is the definition or meaning of that particular rating. Next, you have a series of checkboxes. The first one indicates that it's not present, but it prints on the report. The second one indicates that the item is not applicable and shouldn't print on the report. The third indicates that the item was not inspected and that prints on the report. Next, you have Use Value for Scoring. This is the option to check if you want to set up your template to calculate an inspection score. This next one, if you check that, it'll include as being inspected for required edits. And then this one requires a note, so anything marked with this one will have a note that has to be associated with it. And the last one is checkbox for Create a Summary. You should check this box for any rating that you want to have a summary created for it. When you check that box, you're able to type in a summary disclaimer, and that will show up at the top of the created summary. Let's go ahead and make a few changes. We'll change very good to satisfactory and change the abbreviation to F. And we're going to add in a new rating, and we'll call that Repair Required. And we'll make that abbreviation RR. And then we'll have that one to create a summary. And then let's move this one up above poor. And then you can really make as many changes as you would like to the rating set. Once you're done editing the open rating set, hit close, and then close again. The last thing we want to take a look at with this tutorial is how to assign a specific rating to a template. To do this, go to Edit, and then Template Properties. The fourth option down is Rating Set to Use. If you click on the drop-down, you will see the rating sets available to choose from, and they are the same ones that we just looked at. Simply select the rating set you want to use, and then click OK when you're finished. It is important to note that if you modify the ratings, the changes that you make will only impact new inspections that you start and will not change the ratings with previous inspections that you've already completed. This concludes the Editing Rating Sets tutorial.